In this problem, we have given all values of resistors and current. We're supposed to find voltage source, voltage across each resistor, and total resistance. What we are going to do first? We are going to find total resistance first because all values of resistors are given. Formula for R total is R1 plus R2 plus R3, which is equal 8 kilo plus R2, which is equal 5 kilo plus R3, which is equal 2 kilo. Total resistance in this circuit is equal 15 kilohms. We found total resistance. Next, we have total current given. I is equal 3 milliamps, and we found total resistance. When we have these two values given, we can calculate voltage source. Remember, we're supposed to use Ohm's law. Voltage is equal always current times resistance. Because we are looking for voltage source, I'm going to multiply total current, I total, which is simply my I, times total resistance. Because this current is called sometimes source current or sometimes is called total current. Okay, so simply I'm going to just write 3 milliamps times 15 kilohms. My total current is 3 milliamps, total resistance is 15 kilohms. Multiply these two values together and you are going to have 45 volts. My voltage source is equal 45 volts. Next, we're supposed to find voltage across each resistor. So what we're supposed to do? Again, we are going to use Ohm's law. Voltage across resistor R1 is going to be equal current R1 times resistor R1. Someone is going to say, oh, but we didn't calculate IR1. You're supposed to keep in mind that in series circuit, current at every single point of this circuit is always the same. That's why I can write on the side my KCL, which says I total is equal IR1 is equal IR2 and is equal IR3. In this case, this is equal 3 milliamps. IR1 is equal 3 milliamps times R1, which is equal 8 kilohms. 3 milliamps times 8 kilohms gives me 24 volts. Please keep in mind, anytime you are going to use the calculators, you're supposed to use function exp or double E in order to do not make the mistake with calculations. You have to make sure that you are going to get pure 24. Not from multiplying 3 times 8. You have to multiply 3 milli times 8 kilo. You're supposed to get used to the powers of 10. Next, we have VR2 equals IR2 times R2, which is equal, again, 3 milliamps times 5 kilohms. 3 milliamps times 5 kilohms is equal 15 volts. And this is the voltage across resistor R2. VR3 is equal IR3 times R3, which is equal 3 milliamps times 2 kilohms. 3 milliamps times 2 kiloohms is equal 6 volts. We found voltage source, we found R total, we found voltage across each resistor. If you want to check if your answers are correct, we're supposed to use KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law, which says that the sum of the voltages across the resistors in series circuit is going to be equal to the voltage source. So I'm going to write voltage source is equal VR1 plus VR2 plus VR3, where VR1 is equal 24 volts plus 15 volts plus 6 volts. 24 plus 15 plus 6 is equal 45 volts. It means that all our answers are correct.